Searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair, but those eyes so bright.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Scheananigans. So I am very excited for today's guest because not only do you know her from the Valley, but she is also one of my dearest friends. We have shared so many memories together over the years, and I was lucky enough to celebrate one of the biggest milestone moments in her life recently as she tied the knot to the love of her life, Melissa. And as much as you may know her from the Valley, she is so much more than that. Yes, she did The Bachelor. She had days as a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. But maybe you've just seen her from lighting up every room she walks into because that is who she is to me. And today we're going to get into all of it. I'm so excited. We're going to be talking newlywed life, the wedding everyone has been asking about, family plans, friendship, what it's been like watching the season back, and of course, hopefully, as much as we are allowed to talk about behind the scenes of the Valley. But everyone, please welcome my beautiful friend and the newest Mrs. in town, Jasmine Goode.
Hello, everybody.
Hi. How are you?
I'm so happy to be here. Like, I've been wanting to do this for so long.
I know.
It's been a while, so
I know. We were trying to do it pre-wedding, and then you got sick and ended up needing to stay in New Jersey.
Yes.
But honestly, I think it worked out for the better because now we get to talk about the wedding.
The best day of my life.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh my God, jinx.
It's amazing, y'all.
So have we talked about last names? Are either of you going to switch?
I think, like, when we definitely want to have kids, we want, like, our whole family to have the same last name. So Melissa loves her last name. So I'm thinking maybe having hyphenate Corelli or something like that. But yeah, we're definitely going to keep Corelli. Just figuring out what we're going to do with that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Would you have Good as like a middle name?
Maybe. Or I might just drop that and just have Corelli. I don't know. We're still playing with some ideas.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I love that.
But I like Jasmine Goode. People know me as Jasmine Goode. So it's like,
totally.
I need to keep Jasmine Goode. But then, like, I think legally I might change it. So
yeah. Because is your name legally Jasmine Goode or you have, you have
Jasmine Goode. I have a middle name, but like, I don't want to have this long, crazy name. So I'm like, do I want a hyphen? But then I'm like, I want our family to all have the same last name. So I don't know. We're still figuring it out.
I know. Changing your name is such a bitch.
I know. I don't want to deal with that crap.
Hence why I still have my ex-husband's last name. But everyone else
but your
seems
name
to
is
have
like
a problem.
iconic. You got to keep it. You can't change it.
And that's what I'm like, at this point, like Scheana Shay is a New York Times bestselling author.
You can't change that. Like,
no.
Keep it. It's fine.
No.
On the back end, maybe. But yeah.
Probably not.
You're like, no,
you know, I don't want to change my name for a man again. But also, it's like Summer has his last name.
Yeah.
We are the Davies family.
How does Brock feel about that?
He doesn't care,
Okay.
really. He sees it as kind of more of a stage name, too.
Okay, yeah, you have to. You just got to keep it.
Yeah.
People know you for it. So.
Yeah, like Summer's like, your name's Scheana Marie Honey Davies. Or sometimes she'll say Scheana
so
Marie Shay Honey Davies. And I'm like, just Scheana Marie Honey Davies.
You're like, that's it.
Yes, that's it. But she knows me as like Scheana Shay from like YouTube. She's like, we have to go on the Scheana Shay channel.
Oh my gosh, Summer.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I know. I'm still debating if we're going to do more with her with social media and stuff because she has a Rolodex of videos in our phones of just talking to the camera. Hi, guys. Today we're making banana bread.
Oh my God, Summer. Yes.
And
her
it's
channel.
so cute. I know. So I'm like, do we just transition mine with the already following into more of her channel, less family vlogs? Does Brock like actually finally start his Brock the Builder?
Yeah.
Do something with her, do like a daddy-daughter thing? Because there's just something about dads with their daughters that is so much cuter and sweeter than the mommy-daughter. I swear. It's like, I could do like the matching outfits.
Yeah, and if you're like, that's annoying, Scheana. What are you doing?
Right? Why are you making it all about you?
They're like, stop.
But
can't do anything wrong, Scheana. You do everything you do. People just want to.
No, there's
crazy.
So many of the cute videos that the two of them do together, and I'm like, if I did that with her, it would be so cringe.
Yeah, they're like, don't do it.
Like they do their cute little carpool karaoke.
No, it's so cute. I think when I saw a video of him like doing something with her, building something, or even the pasta night, like in your house, we did pasta night. Like a video like that would be so cute.
I
like
know.
watching them make pasta was like adorable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I say do it. I'm here for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do it.
So how did you and I first meet? Do you remember? Because I think I remember, but I want to know what you remember.
Oh my gosh.
It's been like, what, a decade?
It's been so long. I thought it was it through Jesse, Montana?
Maybe.
I can't remember the exact day, though.
I feel like we were
don't
at an
remember.
event and you were with that girl, Hope.
Oh my God. Is that really it? Yes, because she kind of like
I think it
knew
was
Jesse
through
and everybody.
her.
And she was like, hey, these are my friends. They all work. Yes, because she invited me. She's like, they all work at SIR. She's like, have you watched the show? And I'm like, yeah, I've seen a little bit of it. She's
Yeah.
like, well, we're going to the event and they're going to be there. And I was like, okay, cool. And I was, yes, I think that's it. Hope.
I
Oh
think
my
so
God.
too. What a throwback.
Where you at, girl? Wow. Oh my God, Hope.
Because what year did you do The Bachelor?
2016.
Okay,
So,
so
yeah,
then,
it was like
we've known
the
each other
cleanup-
10 years.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
Wow.
Wild.
Was I still married when we met? Like, did I know you through my divorce? Because that was around that same time too.
Oh my God. Were you working at SIR? You were still working at SIR?
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because you were working at
Because you
SIR.
knew Shay, right?
We met. Yeah, I met him.
Yeah.
I think you were like getting divorced or something was happening. But I
Yeah.
thought you were dating somebody. It was after.
knows?
Girl, maybe we were separated, but I'm pretty sure you were with somebody
I'm
else.
like, Rob.
But yes, I remember
Oh.
Rob. Yes.
He was like end of
Yes.
2016.
Okay. So yes, it was around that time.
Yeah, very shortly after the divorce.
Wow. Yeah.
Shay's birthday today. Happy
Oh,
birthday, Shay.
Shay.
Yeah, I texted him happy birthday. We're still
That's
on
so
good
nice that
terms.
you can still be friends with him.
We
like,
have
in
talked
this
about
way.
doing a podcast together.
You haven't?
No, we haven't.
What? I thought you had done that by now.
No, we talked about it last year when the book was coming out. And then we never like followed
Yeah,
through with
yeah.
it. I sent him the book and then I didn't hear from him for a while. And I was like, is
Is
he
he married?
pissed?
Like, what's he doing?
No,
I'm like so curious.
he's not married.
Okay.
He's doing really well though. He's doing a lot of video editing. He's DJing and
him.
he's doing all of the stuff that he is so good and talented
yeah.
at. So I'm happy for him.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
But yeah, okay. So that is how we met. Was I the first
Yeah, I think that was
person
it.
in this like Vanderpump Rules universe you met?
100%. Because it was Jesse. Well, it was Hope brought me
Yeah.
around, you guys, and then it was Jesse Montana. And then once I started working at SIR, I think that's when we started getting closer, hanging out. Yeah, it was you, and then I met Lala after that because working at SIR.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that was like the only you and Lala were the two people, and Jesse, well, who's
Mhm.
on the show, were the three people that like I, was always hanging out with. Like,
Yeah.
had a friendship, I would say, with, and also Faith. Remember Faith? That used to work.
Who
there?
could forget?
Remember Faith?
Unfortunately.
Oh man, it was three of us. Oh my God.
Wow. I
Yeah,
can't believe
throwback.
how long ago that all was.
I know. And that's when we were like, oh, buddy,
Yeah.
besties. And that's why, on a show, I was questioning Lala being around because it was
Well,
like, we used to be
right.
friends, but then like,
You
what?
disappeared for 10
You
years.
disappeared and you changed, and now all of a sudden you're dropping back in because we have, you want to be on the
Mhm.
show. So that's why I was asking those questions. So,
Mhm. Very rightfully so.
Exactly.
So you've gone from The Bachelor to SIR to the
God.
Valley. How did this journey happen? Like, how did you get on the show? Did you just apply? Did you nominate yourself? Like, I have so many questions about that part of it. Now married to
Oh
a
my-
woman.
Yeah,
You
right.
went on to date that man of all men.
Ew.
Obviously, we didn't know him back
I know,
then.
but ew. Even still, then ew.
Ew.
Hard ick. Yeah, so I was living in San Francisco and my best friend actually got approached for The Bachelor and she was in a relationship and she was like, I can't do it, but I have my friend, she just broke up and she, is a dancer and like, would you want to interview her? And she told me about it and I'm like, I don't really watch The Bachelor, but I was like, I guess. She was like, just do it. It's fun. Like, you have like a free vacation and she's like, just make it to paradise if you do it. And I'm like,
Right.
what the hell is paradise? And I'm like,
I
all right.
loved you on
Yeah,
Paradise.
Paradise is the best. Honestly, I think that's what they should just do.
Yeah.
Because you thrive, the girls more options, you have fun. So that's kind of how I did it. It was just like they interviewed me like a month before the show was going to shoot. And I was like, okay, fine. They flew me to LA. I did my interview. And then like in the interview, they were like, can you get off of work? Because we really like you. And we like want you to do it. I was like, wait, what? I was like, okay, sure. I was like, great. Like I planned to just move back to New Jersey. Like I did the Warriors for 1 year. And I was like, I'm just going to go back to Jersey, work in like media, which I went to
Yeah.
school for. And then Bachelor happened. And then boom.
Because
life
where
just
were you
changed.
living at that time?
San Francisco. So
Okay.
I was doing the
Yeah,
Warriors
yeah.
at the time, and I was like, I'm only doing it for 1 year. I'm going to leave and go back to Jersey. But then The Bachelor was like, we really want you. And I was like, oh my God, LA. And then after The Bachelor, I was like, okay, I'm just going to move to LA. My godfather was living here. And I was like, okay, let me just try it out. And then Danielle and Alexis also moved here. And I was like, this is the best. And I was like so
Yeah.
young. And and it was just fun. And then met Hope, and then finally Hope threw me in with the Vanderpump Rules crew, and I'm like, what is happening? Like my life is just like, what's going on here?
I know.
And then, look, see, it was all meant to be. God was like, this is where you need to be.
Seriously, I wanted you to film so bad. It was like
Oh my
season
God.
9
They wanted
and
it
10,
so bad.
and it just didn't work out.
How many times they were trying to get me?
Literally.
It was like for 2-3 years. I was like, guys, no, it just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
It was like watching you guys like film at work. I was like so scared. I'm like seeing Kristen bust through the doors going crazy. You're over here fighting. I'm like Jack's behind the bar going nuts. I'm like, this is not for me. I was like, I like just watching from afar. And then I was like, no. I was like, if I do something again, I want it to make sense. Flash forward a couple years later, Melissa, we started dating, and that's when Brittany was like, do you want to do this show? And I'm like, maybe. But I was like, honestly, yeah. I was like, you know what? It's a new show.
Yeah.
Starting from scratch. That's what I like. And I was like, let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah, so
I love it.
it
Well, I
worked
want to
out.
get into some more of that. We're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back. All right, y'all. Summer is officially here, and I'm talking about the season, not my daughter. But it is the perfect time for you to check out Wayfair to upgrade your outdoor space. So as we know, we just had Father's Day. And when it comes to my dad, he is the type of guy who always says, I don't need anything. But you know what he did need, and maybe he didn't know it, and something that he wanted, and maybe he didn't know it, was new patio furniture for the backyard. So my mom and I were looking on Wayfair because it's the only place we shop for anything furniture related. And we found the perfect set. And it came like the next day, if not 2 days later. Everything from Wayfair comes so soon. And my dad is so happy. We were over there for Father's Day. Half of it was already set up. He was doing the other half. But you know what? If you don't want to do it yourself, Wayfair can send someone to do it for you. Everything in my backyard is from Wayfair, and now everything in my parents' backyard is from Wayfair. They have everything from outdoor seating to grills, major appliances, storage, patio lighting, rugs, decor. I mean, Wayfair is literally your one-stop shop for everything home. And if you're like my dad, then you know installation and assembly is easy, but services are available for a truly seamless experience. They have over 20 million 5-star reviews, and you can hear from real customers before you buy. So patio season is here, and these deals won't last. Head to wayfair.com right now to get your outdoor space ready for way less. That's WAYFAIR.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Support for today's episode comes from Square, the business platform that helps sellers become neighborhood favorites. So whether you are gearing up for a busy season or just trying to keep up with everyday demand, Square keeps your business running smoothly, from payments and POS to online orders, inventory, staff, and more, all in one place, so you can focus on your customers and not have to focus on your to-do list. Are you ready to grow or streamline how you run things? Because Square is offering listeners up to $200 off Square hardware when you sign up at square.com/go/goodasgold. And again, that is SQUARE.com/go/goodasgold. Start with Square and build a setup that grows your business. This is something that I have done to sell merch. It makes it so easy. And the best thing is it just helps businesses run smoothly. So staff or whoever you have working on stuff can just focus more on the customers and not the transactions. It's a very easy way to grow your way. So Square works whether you're just starting out or maybe you're growing from one location to many locations. You guys can sell online, you can sell in store, and you customize your setup as your business evolves. I've done it online. I know so many vendors who do it at farmers markets and in store, and it turns real-time data into useful insights that help businesses make smarter decisions. They have Square AI, which, you know, we are going into the world of AI, and that helps streamline complex or time-consuming tasks behind the scenes, Square is offering my listeners up to $200 off Square hardware when you sign up at square.com/go/goodisgold. Again, that's SQUARE.com/go/goodisgold. So you can start with Square and build a setup that grows with your business. All right, so long term, I want to know, because obviously I love having you as my neighbor so much. We could walk to each other's houses in 2 minutes.
I know.
But after being back in Jersey with y'all's families and how beautiful that venue was, like,
Unreal.
Shout out to Melissa's dad and everyone who was a part of that, because that was incredible.
Right? So beautiful.
I mean, I want to like renew my vows there one day.
Pretty. It's like the best estate ever. Like,
yeah.
So blown away when I think about it.
So where do you see yourselves when it comes time to start a family? Do you see yourself staying in LA or New Jersey or somewhere completely different?
You know, I've lived here in LA for like over 10 years, and I'm like, this is my life. This is like, I've built everything here. This is where I want to be. But at the same time, I know like having our family on the East Coast is so hard sometimes. And I'm like, you know, when I lost my godfather like a couple years ago, it hit me. I was like, oh my gosh, like my mom, like my parents, like they're not that old, but I'm like, it made me think like, do I need to be near them? Like, do I need to be closer? So I think what our plan is, what we want to do is once the kids are like able to be in like first grade or something, like maybe that's when we have to realize where are we going to be. But I think right now we're staying here, and then till then we'll
yay.
But yeah, I'm not moving anytime soon. I'm stuck here.
Because when you have kids, I mean, having family close is clutch.
I know, and that's a big thing. And I know my mother wants to be a part of that for me. So we'll see.
I love your parents.
Oh,
I had
you.
so much fun with them. So I know I already told you this, but I wanted to tell the story on the podcast as well. But your dad, his words of wisdom to me were so fucking incredible. Like, I was in tears. So we were at the rehearsal dinner, and it was right when we had all moved outside. And I'm sitting down, and he comes up and starts talking to me. And I feel like this is something he asks a lot of people. The way he said it was, why did you marry your husband?
Aww.
And he goes, I always like to know like people's answers to that. And I said, because we had a baby.
He's like, that's real.
And he's like, okay. But he's like, well, let me tell you something. He's like, I've been with my wife for 44 years. He goes, wait, how old are you? I said, 41. He goes, I've been married longer than you've been alive. 44 years.
Crazy, right?
And he goes, and one thing when people ask me like, well, why did you get married and how do you stay married and this and that? And he goes, I don't know exactly but the way he said it, I understood the context. And I'm like, I wish I remembered the exact word, because he was saying that he's not still in love with like that version he fell in love with. He has fallen in love with every version she's become.
Oh, Dad, that's so
and like
sweet.
That's the key to a successful marriage is just like falling in love with that version of the person who they are that day. Because when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I am not still in love with the version of Brock I fell in love with.
Yep.
That version, like, I don't like that person. I don't want to know that person anymore. That person made some bad decisions, and that is not the version of the person I am in love with today. So that like really hit close to home to me. And I'm like, can you go tell him that? He's the one right over there
like,
in the button up.
No, it's true. And I'm glad he said, I think I mentioned something like that in my vows. Like, because you know, it's you're with somebody through different like stages of life.
Yes,
And that's
exactly.
Like, so my dad saying that makes totally sense, and he's been married for so long. So I mean,
and even just watching the show right now with Kristen and Luke, like I finally caught up. I'm like up to date on everything. I had to do a little binging, but just like watching them struggle through this postpartum time, you know, it's so hard because this isn't the version of the person you fell in love with. You have to re-fall in love with this person if you want it to work. And you have to be in love with this postpartum version of her who Kristen has travel anxiety.
I know.
That's probably never going to change.
Yeah. That's
so just, you know,
yeah.
It is what it is. But like, if this is the person you're choosing as your life partner, you put a ring on her finger.
Then you need to need every part of that. And
every part, every version, every stage of life, because people do change.
Yeah. And it's been hard watching like that. Like watching him struggle and her struggle, knowing that it's like, they're going through this, and I'm like, I know they love each other, and I'm like, just want to be like shaking.
I
Ruth, and I
know.
want to just give her a second, But
yeah.
I think it's just one of those. They're getting there, and I think
Yeah.
but it is hard to watch sometimes.
It is.
I'm like,
and that's the thing
ugh.
with marriage, it's like, okay, they're engaged right now, but he put a ring on her finger to make a lifelong commitment. You just made a lifelong commitment.
Yeah.
I've done it a couple times now. But like,
You're done. Hopefully this is it.
hopefully this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just feel like this version who I am married to now is such a better version
Yeah.
of the person who proposed
And
to me.
that's good.
Like all of that.
Yeah.
And it just, when your dad said that to me,
Aw.
it just really hit close to home. And I was like, damn, that is so true. Like,
love
I'm not in love
that.
with the same person.
Yeah, I love that.
Same
Shout out to
person,
my dad.
but yeah. So I
That's so
loved
sweet.
him. And like
Good.
your guys' vows. I
Ugh.
mean, first of all,
Can't stop
I am
crying.
on a high dose of Zoloft, okay?
Me too.
It takes a lot for me to cry. I felt so bad. I didn't even cry at Summer's graduation. Like, I think I was
Did you
just
cry for me?
I was so
That's
happy
special.
to be moving on from that school and
Oh God.
everything this past
Yeah.
year. That it was bittersweet,
Yeah.
like I'm like there with like Lance and Michael, and I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm not gonna see you guys drop
Yeah.
off. That's the bitter part. But then there was
Oh.
so much sweetness,
But you're like, thank God.
so I didn't cry. And so I'm then feeling like I was like a bad mom at graduation. I'm feeling like a bad bridesmaid as like we're getting ready, and like
Cry
so
for
many
me.
of them are like in tears, and I'm like, I'm not there yet. I'm so happy.
Mhm.
And then Melissa's vows were first.
Oh my gosh, I lost it.
I can't even remember. When I watch it back, I'll know exactly what part
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
me. But whatever it was that she said, I just got chills again. And I was like, and here they go.
She was talking about the notes that she had
The
written
notes,
for me
that was
for
it.
like years ago.
It
and
was
I'm
the
like,
notes.
Oh my God. And I knew that. She always talks about it, but I'm just like, okay, I was saying it in front of everybody. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, my baby.
No, that
And, like,
got me.
I lost it when I started talking about her mom, her dad, her mom
Yeah.
that died. I was like, I know this is gonna kill me, but like I wanted to acknowledge that.
Mhm.
And I just like lost it. I'm like, oh, my makeup.
No,
But
literally.
I
and
just didn't care.
I had tissues that
Whatever.
I got a lot of room right
You're
here
like-
with my dress. I put a whole pack of tissues. I know. I'm like, I've been a bridesmaid many of times. I've been married
Yeah.
a couple of times. You always need the tissues.
Always. I
So-
had one too. I was like,
I had the fan, I had the tissues. I'm like ready to go. I was the most prepared bridesmaid, I have to
Yeah.
say. But so Brittany starts, I was like, Zach, and then everyone. So I'm like passing the tissues down, my boob tissues. I'm on my last one. And I'm like, no, I need this one for me. But
Oh, man.
you didn't have a tissue.
I know. I was like so mad. And then I finally remembered I had one. So
Yeah.
I took it. I was like, oh, I did have a tissue. Thank God.
I
And
was
it's
like,
the littlest tissue ever. And I was just like,
do
oh
I
my
give her the last
God.
tissue? I'm like, I can't run up and like,
I
but
was
I'm like,
so pissed.
the
My makeup.
makeup.
I know Melissa fixed me a little bit. I was like, thank God. This is so bad. And I told
No.
myself not to cry. I was like, hold it together. But I just couldn't.
the best.
I just couldn't do it. I just had to.
yeah,
It
no,
was-
I mean,
it was too real.
it was
It
was so good.
Insane, y'all. Like, I'm just still on a
Ugh.
high right now.
No, same. Like that was
Best
one of
wedding
the
ever.
most fun weddings I've ever been to.
The Knicks one, that was the best night.
that
that
was
night,
so good.
Iconic.
It made me
Iconic.
a Knicks fan.
Right?
Like I was like, I'm gonna be rooting for them now.
Right? I was like, blast that music right now. I want to hear New York.
oh, it was
Oh,
so
so good.
good. The
Yeah.
band.
I know. Wasn't the band the best? Zach was so bad. He's like, you're gonna have a band? I was like,
Yeah.
yes. Like, we can't have a classy wedding without a band. I
No.
mean, DJs are fun, but like
That was the one thing I wanted at my second wedding because I didn't have it at my first
Yeah.
wedding. But then when we were doing it in
Mexico,
Mexico,
that's kinda
and it
hard.
just
yeah, how do you get like
it was easier to just
yeah.
have.
And you had a
a
little
DJ.
but you were in a cave, like it was the best.
Yeah.
Like, your wedding was a vibe.
That was fun.
Yeah. It was so you. It's perfect.
What were some of your favorite parts from the day?
Ooh, favorite parts. Honestly, my favorite part is when you guys were all getting ready. Me and Melissa like went outside for a second, just by ourselves to like, take it all in, and it was like the state was like so silent and quiet, and you could hear like just the grass being watered. It was just so pretty. And then we were just kind of walking and taking in like, wow, like we're getting married today. I think that was like a moment for me that was like beautiful. And then another part when we came out all together. the wedding party. I don't know.
that
I
was
just
fun.
felt so like happy. I don't know. I was seeing all my friends and we were all just like jamming out, dancing together, and like seeing my family. I was like, this is the best day ever. So that was like one of my favorite moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Everything. was
either of
good.
you have any idea what the other person's dress looked like?
No.
Not
So
at
we
all.
didn't even want to know. But I had an idea because I know Melissa. I know
Yeah.
her style and what she likes. So I kind of figured she was going to do something that is Melissa, and it honestly. And I did something that was Jasmine. So it like perfectly worked together.
Yeah.
And we had our mothers and sisters like see the dresses. So we didn't have to like worry about anything clashing. So it all worked out. I was nervous though. I was like, oh my God, what if we get like the same dress? Like, because I was going to get something similar to her dress at first, like a really tight one. Like, but I was like, no, this isn't me.
Go big.
I was like, screw it. Like, I'm just going to go with this big ass dress and like long ass train. I didn't care. I was like, it's my day. It was over the top. So
beautiful. And that was one of my favorites. You know, when you
I
sent
think you were the only person that liked it.
That's what you said.
I was like, Scheana's the only person that liked my dress. Everyone else was picking like this other like satin, like plain dress. And I was like,
there was another princessy type of one. And I thought you were going to maybe go with that one. And I was like, look, I love this. Very quintessential bride. But I'm like, there's just something about the lace with the gloves.
It was so sexy.
So unique.
Yeah. You're the only person that liked it. I was like, oh, of course.
Sexy and unique. Bring it back to Sir.
Everything goes back to Sir.
Was there anything that we didn't know that went wrong? Or that maybe you didn't know and found out after?
Well, two things. Though the night before, I think you already knew this, but we found out that the power went out at the rehearsal dinner place. They were like, so it's, we're having a brownout, she called it.
Yes.
She's like, there's no power. Is there a backup plan? I said, no, there's no backup plan. Everyone's coming in from out of town. We don't have nowhere to go. Like, this is the rehearsal dinner.
Right? You're like, let me just grab my generator from the car.
She's like, give me, hopefully it'll come back on in an hour. I'm like, oh my God, freaking out. I didn't tell anybody yet. It's like, we might not have any food. We might have a place to go. And then finally, I guess the power came back on and it all worked out. Another thing that happened on the wedding day, I think I told you this after, but my makeup artist, all his makeup
That's
got
right.
left in LA. So he had 4 o'clock in the morning is trying to find makeup from anybody in New York. Thank God he had makeup friends here.
A whole kit.
Had to get a whole new kit
all
for his
the
friends.
colors.
And I'm like, are you kidding? He didn't tell me. But like, thank God he didn't tell me because I would have been flipping out. Like, I paid you to come out here.
Yeah.
And you don't got no makeup? Like, what was the point? So that pissed me off. But I was like, what? But I still looked good. And he is amazing that he killed it. It didn't even matter. But like, what? Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yes, that is crazy. All of the makeup artists you had, though, were so incredible.
All good, right?
I said, if Priscilla's ever not available, I love that I now have a backup East Coast girly.
Yes.
I've been so fortunate for 15 years. Priscilla has
awesome.
always been available for me.
Yeah, but just in case, now you know.
I know. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah, it was great.
What are some moments that fans haven't seen on social media yet?
Oh, for the wedding?
Yeah.
Ooh, they haven't seen. I feel like everyone has seen everything because.
Did you post your vows yet?
Okay, so no, I'm waiting for, they did a teaser video.
Yeah,
so I'm waiting for like the main video, which I'll probably have the vows and stuff in it.
Yeah.
I think that is what people are going to wait and see. And I think that was a really special moment.
Yeah.
And maybe like the stuff like with me and my mother when we were getting ready, like those pictures I haven't shared with anybody yet. They're so pretty. Like Melissa, her mom. I think that's, So everyone saw that. And then we did a video like right before we went out, which is kind of funny. So I'm going to maybe post that and see how I feel.
Okay.
But, yeah.
What was the hardest part of planning?
Ooh, the hardest part, I think like the list, like the guest list. Because it was, I want it, you know me, I want everybody to be invited. I want everybody I want all my friends to be there. But it was so hard because it's like, okay, she has a big family. I have my family's not that big, but I have so many friends. It was like, how do we cut certain people? And like, I don't want anybody to feel like, I don't like them or anything. But it's like, it was so hard to like have the list because we were trying to stay under 250. Thank God we did. But it's like, that was the hardest part for me. I hated that. I hated it. And I'm very indecisive. So I'm always like,
you have to have your A list and your B list.
Yes. And I'm like, I don't know if people are going to hate me. And then I'm like, So that was a stress. I hated it. And the seating chart.
That's what I was just going to say.
Damn seating chart. I swear, I looked at seating chart for like maybe 2 hours trying to figure out how to do the head table and how to do the other table with like, people coming from the valley. I'm like, okay, I can't sit Janet here because Danny's there. But then he could see her across, so I can't. So I'm like, they have to be kind of on the same side. But then if I put Luke there, he's going to be pissed off that he's not next to Danny. So all these things I'm thinking about. And I was just like, who gives a shit? Like, it's your wedding. Like, let them sit wherever. It's just dinner. Yeah. But I'm like, no, people care about this stuff. Or like, or I'm just trying to be a people pleaser. And like,
I get it completely.
It was hard. It was so hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, that is one of the hardest things. It was hard for me both times.
I know. And then some people that were in the party had like boyfriends or fiancés, and I'm like, sorry, they're not gonna be able to sit at the head table, right? Because you're not married. And I'm like, fuck, I feel bad because then I let some people have their partners at the table. So I'm like, oh shit.
You're like, if you're married, you can be at the
Yeah.
table. If you share a child, you can be at the table. Everyone else,
You can't be here. Sorry.
you can't sit with
It's
us.
so stressful. You would think it's
Yeah.
easy, but it's not.
No,
Never
there's
want to do that again.
no. But having the girls that you had help with the planning, the coordinating,
Yes.
everything day of, like from our point of view, it all went pretty fucking
Oh
smooth.
my God. The shout out to Gabby, forget the company, but they are amazing.
Yeah.
And she killed it. Like
Yeah.
absolutely killed it. I highly recommend having a wedding planner. Like
100%.
at first I was like, we don't need it. We don't need it. No. You need it.
Yeah, you do.
Smooth day.
Literally. Were there any unexpected surprises that day?
Ooh, no. For me, honestly, everything was perfect. I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, I heard there's some things that happened that I don't even know. I guess stay tuned for that. But I know I was on a high and nothing could have
Yeah.
like, messed it up. There was one thing though. My bustle took forever and I was kind of pissed me
Oh,
off because
yeah.
I missed like so much of the cocktail hour because they were trying to fix this damn
That's
bustle.
annoying.
And at this point, I was like, just let me hold
Fuck
the
it.
dress. I was like, I don't care. Let me down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was really, there was nothing. Everything was great. The
Yeah.
weather. Shout out to the Etsy witch, maybe. I don't
No,
know. if that was
literally.
a
Okay.
thing.
Tell me about this because it was showing rain,
Yes.
thunder, lightning. Like it
Lightning.
was storming.
Yes.
It rained the night of your rehearsal dinner,
Mhm.
which gave us a beautiful
Beautiful
double rainbow.
Yes.
But tell me about the meeting you had with the Etsy witch before.
Okay, so the week before I saw rain on Saturday, I was like, this can't happen to me. Like, I'm really about to crash out. So I told my
Mhm.
wedding planner, and she's like kind of witchy into things. And she was like, sit me right away. I got a recommendation. Reach out to her. So I like went on TikTok, sent her a message, and she was like, okay, here, send me her link to like buy this spell, this weather spell. I sent her what I wanted the spell to do. Like I wanted clear skies, no humidity, just like perfect day, all this stuff. And then literally like 3 days later, she sent me an email saying, hey, your spell's done or whatever. And like I sent you guys the
Yeah.
email. And then the forecast was just rain every day, but Saturday, sunshine, nothing else. And everything else after that was rain again.
Wow.
I was like, why? It was weird. The screenshot was weird.
I know.
Like, how is that just one day, no rain?
Literally.
The rest of the week, all rain.
It was perfect.
Very strange.
You have
But
your,
I don't know if it was God. I mean, I'm sure it was God, but the witch might have helped.
yeah.
Who
You have your
knows?
very own
Shout out
Madame
to Mia.
Morrible in your back pocket. It's so
Listen,
good.
It was the best $30 spent ever.
30? That's it?
$30.
Oh my God.
Well, it's
$30.
30 euros. So what is
Okay.
30 euros?
Honestly, I don't know.
$40.
I was fucking up
Like-
the
I don't know what that is.
what is it called? The conversion.
Yeah.
When we were there, the first thing I had booked, I was like, that's not that expensive. And then I was like, oh, wait. I did it opposite
Exactly.
way. Australian dollars when you buy stuff there
Wow. Yeah.
compared to America. I'm like, oh my God,
You're
that's
like,
so cheap.
You're like, holy crap, I just spent.
But
$1 million.
the British pound, different.
Okay, so I don't know what that is. So 30
Yeah.
euros. It could
Okay.
be more.
Okay.
But shout out to Mia. On
Worth
TikTok.
it. Absolutely. Were you surprised by any of the RSVPs? Because I've seen like that some fans were surprised by
Yeah.
who was and who wasn't there. But everyone was invited from our
Yes,
friend group.
Everybody was invited to the wedding. You know, when we sent the RCPs out, I was in a good place with everybody at that time. And then
Mhm.
of course things change over time. But again, it's not just my wedding. So Melissa has a say into
Mhm.
who's invited as well. I wasn't surprised that Michelle didn't show up because, you know, clearly Jesse, she has issue with him.
Mhm.
Me and her aren't really friends. Stay tuned for more on that. So I just didn't expect her to be there. Lala, I know she had something, I forget what it was, but she was really excited to come at first and then something happened. I forget what the reasoning was.
Mhm.
Danny and Nia, I knew they were gonna come. They were really excited. You know, we're in a good place. So yeah, I wasn't really surprised. I think everybody that, you know, I wanted there was there and I'm really happy how it went. So.
Yeah. And honestly, as someone who has had 2 filmed weddings and just a private little
Oh my God.
eloping, it changes the vibe so much when big events are on camera, whether it's a birthday or
Yeah.
whatever it may be. The music,
Yep.
the pulling for a chat,
you
need to have a
imagine?
conversation. I could imagine because I
Yeah, you actually
imagined
had it. Yeah.
I was watching all of the different
yeah,
things
yeah.
play out. I'm like, that
would have been yes, I know. I thought about that and I was like, in a way, I was like, I wanted it to be filmed. I wished we had the opportunity, but you know, our film schedule changed.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm so happy because I think it would have took away from me having that pressure.
Yes.
Like, why is Scheana over there talking like, this is about my day?
Yes.
I would have been so mad at you. I would have been mad at everybody else. Like, why are
Uh-huh.
you guys doing this at my wedding? Because I know like it's work.
Yeah.
And then I would have to clock in. Everybody would have to clock in. It would have just been kind
Yeah.
of a mess. So I'm kind of blessed in a way.
You got Schwartz giving Kiana a ring on the
would've-
string.
Right? It would have been like, what are you doing? I would have been like, what's happening? Who knows? Like, Danny and Jason probably would have started fighting. It just would have been weird.
Yeah.
So I'm happy how it all worked out.
Good.
But
yeah, I think it all worked out the way it was supposed to. And you know what? You have amazing videos and photos, and you got to have your real wedding to your real wife with all your real friends.
Yes.
And it's like,
and how I wanted it and not like having to stop.
Yeah.
I gotta go get my mic fixer or something.
they're like, can you walk down the
I'm
aisle
like,
again?
No. Yeah. So I'm really happy how it
Yeah.
worked out. But sorry, guys, you're not going to see it live on TV.
I know,
It's
but I'm so glad I was there
Yes.
for
It
it.
was the best.
Yeah, I was wondering how that was going to go. I'm like,
I know. Can you imagine? It would have been crazy.
Mm-hmm. It would have been.
No, I think it actually would have, because people would have been turning up just to turn up.
Yeah. And then you got an open
And I would
bar.
have been pissed. Oh, I'd been like, I would have been like really been upset. So it
Yeah.
was actually good. I
Mhm.
would have crashed out.
No, I was going to say, we could talk about when you said crashed out, how Zach took that. And he's like, I thought you were going to bed.
Oh, when Zach didn't show up to the after party. I was so upset. But you guys will see why at the reunion.
Yeah.
I can't talk about it, but
No.
I didn't know why. But I was so upset at him because I'm like, you're my best friend. Why aren't you here at this after party?
I thought you were going to sleep. You said you were
I was
crashing
like,
out.
I'm not going to sleep. No, I was crashing out, like crying about something, but not crashing.
And I saved the day.
Yes, thank God.
I found it.
I was like, Scheana has the damn bouquet. Okay, you guys understand. I have my grandmother's like charm on my flowers and I couldn't find it. I was like, where is it? If I lose this thing my mother just gave me on my wedding day, the last thing we have of my grandmother, I'm going to crash out and lose my mind. So I'm like crying, bawling my eyes out, where is it? And everyone's like, it's somewhere. And
I will find it.
I'm like, and then Scheana found it, thank God.
Yes.
I was going to lose my mind.
But the first photo I sent you of the flowers.
Yeah, it was like the big bar flowers.
Table arrangement.
I was so mad. I was like, Scheana, no, not the bar flowers, damn it. I'm talking about my bouquet. Screw the bar flowers.
I'm literally searching in these bar flowers for, I was like, is there a charm? There's got to be a charm. They're like, these are Jasmine's flowers. And I'm like, no, her bouquet, is it in here? Like, where is it?
Oh my God, I don't want the bar flowers. It was so bad.
Yeah.
We found it.
You had such a huge wedding party, which was so
Yes,
fun.
so big.
So many beautiful bridesmaids. How did you and Melissa decide who made the cut and like who was sitting on which side when so many of us, if
Oh my
not all of
gosh.
us, are friends with both of you, you know?
The hottest wedding party ever. I have
Literally.
to say. Everyone was so beautiful. So when we did it, we were just like, look, we want everybody that we love to be in our party. We didn't really want to like limit it to 6 people because we're like that. To me, it was like, you know what, whatever. We have this big ass estate, big wedding. Why can't we have a big wedding party? Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
It's our day. But when we did the sitting thing, we actually didn't truly care about that. We just wanted it. I think we did it by having our brothers, like Gabby, our planner, she kind of did it by a certain way, but we didn't care who was like going out first and all that. I think she did all that.
Yeah.
So I just wanted it to be like, we're all friends. So it's kind of like, there's really no like
Yeah.
side technically, unless you're like her brother or my brother. So,
Right. I loved
yeah.
it too that when we were getting ready for the rehearsal, Elaine was like, do we get to pick who we're walking down with? And I was like, I don't think so. That's usually like up to the bride and the wedding planner. Like they'll tell us.
I think she had it said, right? I'm pretty sure she did. Okay, yeah.
And I was like, why? Do you have your eye on someone?
Who did she want? You, right?
Yeah, she
okay.
wanted me.
I think, didn't I have you guys together?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think I had you guys together because I was like, okay, I was thinking about heights too.
Yes.
I didn't want to have like Elaine with like Katie who's super tall.
Right.
So I was like, I gotta balance it. So
No, it
hopefully
worked
no one
out.
was upset or anything.
No, everyone was so happy.
Okay,
like it
good.
was so cute and so perfect. It was like everyone was with like one of their best
I
friends
was like,
walking
yeah,
down.
so-
And
oh, good.
no, I was like, Elaine, you got your dream.
Yeah, she's like, I bet who is Scheana? I'm like, I got you, girl. I know.
She's like, when we walk down, should we like put our hands up or do something?
She's
I'm like,
so funny.
Elaine, we are not making their wedding about us. We will walk down arm in arm.
I love
and then
it.
sit.
I would have died if you guys did. I'm like, do it.
I would not.
Oh my gosh. She was like, no, that's all I need.
So then we're walking down after. She goes, can we put our arms up now? I was like, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's over. It's
Now
fine.
you go, hooray. Oh man.
Oh, it was so funny. Is there a honeymoon in the works?
Yes. So we're gonna do a mini moon first. Do people do that? I don't know. I'm making that up. If it's
Sure.
mini
You
moon
can do whatever the fuck you
because
want.
we want to go to like the Maldives or Bora Bora, but we're gonna wait until
Yeah.
January because they say that's the like December best
Oh,
time
yeah.
to go. And if we're filming another season, I don't want to do it right
When
before.
you're filming
When
another
we're filming another season, yes,
season.
put in the universe. I didn't want to film like go to my honeymoon right before because
Yeah.
her sister's also getting married next month.
Oh,
So we have another
okay.
wedding next month, and it's kind of like it would be too soon. And
Yeah.
that type of trip, I really want to like take a long vacation. So I think we're gonna do that after filming, hopefully, and then do a mini moon before. So we're gonna go like somewhere maybe like St. Thomas, somewhere in the Caribbean, just like for a quick little getaway.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're trying to figure that out now.
I love that.
Yeah,
Would you consider a buddy moon?
What's that?
That's where you bring your friends on your honeymoon.
A buddy moon?
Yeah.
Oh my, actually, that could be fun. Next season? No,
Right?
That could be kind of fun. I mean, hey.
We're like, we're coming.
I mean, I like that idea. I should text Jeremiah now.
Yeah.
Buddy moon. I like it. Okay, I didn't know they do that.
Yeah. We were almost going to do it. We were trying to go
I like
to
it.
Fiji after Brock and I got married, and we were going to bring everyone. And then it just, the dates and the timing and all of that just didn't work out.
I like
but
that. Okay,
yeah.
I'm into it.
that's what some of the kids are doing these days.
I'm
you
just
know?
saying, I love a good vacation, so
Yeah.
excuse. Let's go on vacation again.
Okay, lots more questions. Gonna take one more quick little break and we'll be right back. And now I'm going to talk to you again about my favorite place to shop online, and that is Revolve. You guys, my closet is stacked with so many things, especially, I know we're in summer right now, but I had stacked up on coats this winter, which I felt like I needed to travel somewhere to wear them, and I did. Because Revolve just had so many cute jackets. And I'm like, even though I live in LA, I need these. And especially when it comes to festival season, I love to go and look on Revolve because they make it so easy. Everything can be curated exactly to you. If you want to shop a certain brand, size, color, whatever you need, Revolve makes it easy. And if you're like me, you might want to buy things in a couple sizes or a couple different colors to try on because they make it so easy to return. Everything comes with a return label. So it's fast, easy, free returns. And I'm obsessed. So I know you're going to be obsessed. It's where I go when I don't want to overthink my outfit. When I just need to go on a website and look and be like, oh, that's what I'm looking for. And I didn't even know I was looking for that. Everything is just styled in a way that really makes sense and feels curated. It's not chaotic. And if you get overwhelmed because there are so many brands, like I said, you can filter your shopping to exactly what you're looking for. If you want something in a certain color, it's my go-to. And like I said, sometimes I order multiple colors and I can't wait to wear my new dresses that I just got from Revolve on girls' night out. It's inclusive sizing, which I love, and it just works for whatever's on the calendar. So whether it's a big night out, a wedding, a trip, or you just need something last minute that actually works, Revolve always has it. Go to revolve.com/goodasgold to shop our faves and use code goodasgold for 15% off your first order. Fast shipping, easy returns. It just makes everything easier. That's revolve.com/goodasgold. You can shop our faves and get 15% off your first order. Offer ends July 10th, so don't miss out. Okay, so I want to take it back to when you got into dance and cheer because I had a lot of questions that came in about this. How did you first get into dance and how old were you?
I started dancing when I was like 4, I think. Yeah, it was before first grade, so I think 4 or 5. Ballet, tap, jazz type of thing. And then I got into cheering when I was in middle school. And then I just kind of loved cheering but still danced always.
Yeah.
And then did all-star cheering, Central Jersey All-Stars. And stayed with that through college. And then after college, I was like, I still want to dance. I still want to cheer. And one of my friends was like, why don't you try for the New York Jets? They have cheerleaders. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So I tried for the Jets. Didn't make it my first year. And I was like, determined I'm going to make it. Came back next year, made the team. Did that for 2 years. Or no, 3 years. And then after that, I was like, I auditioned for Disney. That's what it was. I auditioned for Disney because my friend wanted to be Cinderella. And I was like, I'll just go for fun.
Yeah.
I was like, it'd be cool to work at Disneyland.
Right.
But then Tiana came out. I had no idea the movie. And they called when I went to audition. They're like, do you want to audition for Tiana? I'm like, don't know who she is, but sure. They're like, she's the first Black princess. And I'm like, absolutely. Yes, let's do it.
It took you long enough, Disney.
Yeah, right. I was like, I'm doing it. And so then a week later, I got a call. They're like, we want you to be Princess Tiana for Disney Cruise Line. I'm like, holy crap. They're like, you can go live in the Mediterranean Sea for a year. And I'm like, wait, I got to go to Europe for a year. I was like, let's do it. So left to go to Disney, lived in Europe for a year. And then after that, I was like homesick. I was like, I want to go back. And I was like, let's try Cowboys. My friend was like, you want to go back to the Jets? And I'm like, no. And I was like, let's do the biggest team in the country, cheerleading wise.
Totally.
And I was like, Cowboys it is. So I went to Texas, made a team, and then moved.
How many years were you with the Cowboys?
3 years.
Okay. And then from there, you did the Warriors?
Yeah, so after the Cowboys, I didn't make it back my 4th season. And then I was like, I still want to dance.
Mm-hmm.
And my ex at the time was moving to, he got into Stanford. He was going to, San Francisco. And I'm like, what can I do? What team? And I was like, and the Warriors they were the last audition of the season, NBA season. I was like, oh my God, I have to do it. And made the team. Is that crazy?
Wow.
Just left and go. I was like, I'm moving to San Francisco with my boyfriend. I'm going to try out for the team. I made it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm moving. I'm like an NBA cheerleader, which is the hardest thing ever. Like going
That's what I was going to say.
Hard.
Mm-hmm.
Going from football to NBA is like 2 different worlds. Like I was not ready.
What's the biggest difference?
Like one, you're dancing on a court, so it's more like hip hop vibe.
Yeah.
Like you were like really getting crunk and down. Like NFL cheering, you have to dance big because the stadiums are so much like bigger that you like are more up on your toes. And
true.
Yeah, NBA is like throwing that ass down to the ground. Like I was not ready. I was more like pretty cheering, but no, NBA was like,
And then
crunk.
wait, you
and
said
Bay. Like,
your ex, was he a basketball player?
No, he was just in like finance and
gotcha.
Yeah,
just moved to
NBA,
San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any serious relationships with women prior to Melissa?
Yes. When I was on the Jets, actually, that was my first relationship. Was with a woman. Only like a couple of my friends knew. Like it was one of those things where I'm like, I'm not telling everybody on the team because one, it was like, when you're a cheerleader, everyone thinks you're like this straight woman. That's just how it was, especially back in 2000. What year was that? 2009 is when I made the Jets. It was like, no, it's different time now where I think more people are like, yay,
totally.
Yay. But like then it was like, no, let's just keep, only a couple girls knew on the team. But yeah, I dated, my first serious relationship was when I was in the Jets. And then I've only had like 5 serious relationships.
Yeah.
One was with a girl and like the other 3, were with men. So
okay.
But I dated like between that.
No,
but it was more like serious, only one.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, I know the story obviously, but the listeners I don't think have fully gotten your love story. So how did you and Melissa first meet? And I mean, we have to talk about like your brother and the high school of it all. It's so crazy.
My God. Isn't that wild?
Yes.
So Melissa graduated with my brother. Yes, I'm older, unfortunately. she will remind me every day. No. So Melissa's best friend is my best friend's sister. We're not all friends anymore.
Yeah.
But that's how we I knew who she kind of was, but she was just younger, kind of running in like the circles, but I didn't really know her. I met her like maybe, over 5 years ago. We were at a bar in our hometown. And she was there. She walked in with my friend's sister. And I was like, oh my God, who is that girl with your sister? I was like, she's so beautiful. And my friend was like, oh, that's Melissa. She has a girlfriend though. And I was like, oh, of course. Like, look at her. She's gorgeous. But we sat there the whole day, like the night, and just was talking and like flirting, even though her girlfriend was sitting right there. It was so awkward. Yeah. But like we were just so like connected.
Could there have been a throuple situation?
Absolutely not. I would never. No, Melissa was actually really sweet and would never. She was really like respected, But it was weird because I knew like something was there, and I had to leave, and I was like, I'm gonna go. Bye. Like I have to go cheer at the alumni game actually the next day.
Yeah.
And she ran out of the bar and came over and was like, hey, I know you're leaving, but can I get your Instagram? And I was like, Instagram? I was like, okay, sure.
What the kids are doing?
Yeah, I was like, Instagram. I was like, all right. But I knew it when she came out. I was like, I knew she felt something because I felt something. And so I gave her my Instagram, and then I tried to kiss her, even though she had a girlfriend.
Inside?
I still, literally, I could see her girlfriend like in the window. So I moved her this way. I was waiting for my Uber. I was like, come over here. I was like, yeah, I'll give it to you. And then I tried to kiss her, and she was like, no, which was nice. She had a girlfriend.
Right.
So she was like, no. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like an idiot. So I was like, I got to go. My car's here. Bye. And I just like left.
Yeah.
And we flirted for years on Instagram, just like things like that. But I was in LA. She was still in Jersey. And then the pandemic happened. This is like literally 4 years of just flirting with each other on Instagram. And she was like, hey, I'm coming out there. I got an Airbnb. I'm going to stay for like a month. Can I take you on a date? And I was like, hell yeah. Like, duh, I've been waiting for this moment for like 4 or 5 years, girl.
Yeah.
Like, where you been? And then we went on a date, and then it was like, we just like stuck to each other. And like, we just never left each other. I know she was dating other people here because I was like stalking and seeing that, but she dropped them all for me. So
I love that.
Yes.
Had she only dated women previously?
No, she's dated men as well, but mostly women. Like most of her serious relationships have been with women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw,
That's my
I love that. Happy
And then we
Pride Month.
Yeah, happy Pride. We got married at Pride Month. My birthday's
I know.
Crazy month, man.
I know. I'm like, what are you doing for your birthday? You're
Nothing.
like, oh yeah, that's on Wednesday.
It was like, crap, I'm getting my birthday. Nothing, okay? We did enough this month. I'm good.
Also, speaking of Pride Month, there were several
Sorry.
listeners who wrote in wondering about your coming out journey. How was that process with you and your family? Were they supportive from the beginning?
Yeah, so when I first started dating my first serious girlfriend, back when I was on the Jets, I remember taking my mom out to dinner or lunch. I was like, I need to take you lunch. I want to tell you something. And I was like, hey, I'm dating this girl. I really like her. It was kind of like, look, I'm dating this girl. I really like her. I can't wait for you to meet her. And she was like, okay. Like, she was so like, great, like, love it. And I was like, how do you think dad's gonna take it? Because I was nervous, even though I had like cousins who were gay, like I know they're accepted of them, but it's always something different, like telling your parents. And she was like, oh, my dad's gonna be fine. So once he found it, he was like, oh, he's like, I love that, like, can't wait to meet her. But it didn't work out, like, that relationship, clearly. And then it just kind of from there on, I was just like, then I dated a guy after. I would go on random dates with women too, so they knew it was never like this, oh my God, my daughter is bisexual. Like, it never like scared them, which is nice. And I know that's not the case for everybody else. Like, there's people who can't even come out. So I'm just appreciate that I have parents who like are open and, you know, accepting of that. Like, I truly was just like, okay, I'm dating a girl. Like, there was no like, I was scared a little bit, but I was just like, because it's like a parent, I'm sure parents have like their vision of their head of what they want your daughter or son to look like, but they did not even care. And I was like, okay, this is great. Because
I loved your brother's speech.
Oh my God, he
at
is
the
so
wedding.
stupid. No, he actually wrote a longer speech. He told me, but he was scared or he was drunk. I forget what it was. Like, what?
But I'm like, never have I heard cock blocking in a wedding speech.
I know. I was like, what are you talking about? I was so mad at him. I was like,
how did he say it? That like once he found out you were with a woman that
the cock block is over, or Melissa could be the cock. I was like, what? But he didn't have to worry about.
He didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, men talking to me anymore. And I was like, oh my God.
It was
my
so
brother,
funny.
He is hilarious. Like, I was like, I really wish you would have said the whole speech that you actually had. He's like, I was drunk or nervous. I was like, okay. Whatever.
No, all the speeches were so good. And then Melissa's dad goes and busts out the song.
The crying. Yeah.
Done.
He started like singing and I was like, oh my God, why is he doing this to me? Like, I know he used to sing to her when she was little and like, he'd do his hair, her hair and everything. And I'm like, oh, why?
Oh,
it was so sweet.
It was so sweet.
So good.
So another thing a lot of viewers and listeners have commented on asking about why they don't get to see more of your relationship on the Valley. And I know we didn't see much on the first season, but also I know Melissa has a career and all of that. But do you wish moving forward, do you hope that you'll be able to see more of like the day-to-day ins and outs of your relationship?
I mean, look, I am such an open book. I have said that. Production knows that. I really hope we can. I hope that, you know, I feel like people want to see it. People are asking for it. Like, give it to them.
Yeah.
We're willing. Like, we are here. Like, I think it's one of those things where, you know how it is with filming, something happens and it like takes over the whole fucking season. And that kind of sucks. But I do think there's more to come this season, which you'll see a little bit more of me and Melissa, thank God. Like, there's 2 things that happen. But I'm ready. I'm like, yes, show more of this. Like, we want to. Like, you know, even though Melissa does have a full-time job and she's not wanting to be like this main star character. But she is doing it to support me. And she's like, yeah, I'll do it. Like, she'll move around her schedule for work if she has to.
I love
it's
that.
like, it's more like we're here. It's just, you know, you know how it is. It's kind of like, we show up, we do what we got to do. But
what would you say some people misunderstand about your relationship because they're only seeing snippets on the show?
Let's see. I think we just have so much fun. I wish people could see those sides of me and Melissa, because like I think right now all they see is just the drama that happened in like the last 2 years with us, and it's like we're not here trying to be victims and like crying about whatever. Like, we're past that. We just have so much fun, and there's so much things that we do. We do all these classes together. Like, I wish people could see that fun side. Like, Melissa, she welds. Like, she has a welding kit. She she makes clocks and stuff. Like, Melissa. She literally is so like not insane in the best way. Like, she's like this. She just bought a plant thing. Now we have like a whole garden growing. Like, she is so fun and cool. And like, I just wish people could see like that stuff. You know, like, we cook all the time, and you know, it'd be nice to show it. But hopefully they will. I mean, we'll see.
What would you say is one thing that you'd love to accomplish by the end of this year?
Having a baby, getting pregnant.
So you're going to get pregnant first.
Yes. I mean, that's like, honestly, in my mind, people are like, well, what else next? I'm like, to hopefully have a baby, because I'm older and I know it's not going to, I mean, praying will be easy, but what are the odds? I don't think that will be. So that is like my focus. Like,
Will you freeze your eggs, the embryos, do IVF, or will you try IUI first?
So we would love to do reciprocal IVF where I can carry her egg and she carries mine.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, right? People do that. But the
Yeah.
thing is, I am older. So the last time we talked to my doctor, she said, depending how many eggs, she said it might not be worth trying to take mine out and freeze it using hers because I'm going to conceive first. That means that mine will have to be frozen. So she's like, if we do that, depending on how many you have, unfreezing them, you can lose some eggs. So she's like, it just depends. So when we have our next meeting, we're going to figure out like what is the best thing to do. But I would love to do reciprocal IVF.
That would be so
I know.
cool.
That's like my dream. But
have you found a donor?
No, that's what we're trying to find. We were looking the other day and like we found one person. We're like, I'm so indecisive. Like I said, this is my problem. I'm like, I see something like, well, like, and then I see another. I'm like, oh, like, I don't know how we're going to choose. I think we're just going to flip a coin or something.
Yeah. Because you were saying you want someone who's like biracial.
Yeah, we want someone that could represent both of us. Like, you know, either way, it's still going to be our kid. Like,
for sure.
I don't care about that, but it's more like we want to make sure that it represents our family, like the both of us. So that's another thing that's like struggling. But it's like all these different things, picking out a car, every little detail. It's like, oh my gosh, I just want a healthy baby. So that's why I'm not trying to be like this crazy person with it. But yes, looking for a donor. So, but I don't want to know the donor, so I wouldn't say like reach out to me.
Right,
I don't want to know.
Slide in the DMs.
Don't slide in my DMs, please. I know Sean offered me his sperm for. I was like, Sean, no, I love you.
Like,
no.
We want some height.
Yeah, I love you. She knows that. I'm like, Sean, I love you, but I need a little more height here. Okay. But again, I want a healthy baby. So
yes,
all that doesn't matter.
For
right?
sure. Have you thought about both of you getting pregnant at the same time?
No, somebody else asked that. Absolutely
boom.
not.
And then
are you kidding me?
Look
Scheana,
at Danny and Nia.
Are you freaking
They're
kidding
doing
me?
it.
Pregnant together? Are you kidding me? I'm already like too emotional and crazy. Can you imagine me and Melissa who could be oh my God. Melissa's the Aries. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Me and her pregnant and I'm a Cancer. Like two of us pregnant at the same time. Absolutely not. Nope.
Okay.
I'll go first.
You first. All right. Love it. Okay, a couple of show questions that came in just like watching the season back. Is there anything viewers haven't seen that you wish had made the final cut up to this moment?
Ooh. Us adopting Miso. That was such a like moment for me, like, cause I wasn't like a dog person really at first. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like ever have a dog. But the moment we got her was so sweet, and I wish they would have showed that. That was such an adorable moment. It was so cute. She like just came to Melissa, and she was like, just like she felt like she was at home because she was a rescue, and like it was so freaking sweet. But I wish people got to see that.
See, but that
Again,
could be
things that we feel
right.
like this in my life.
But that could be a moment too where fast forward seasons, you're pregnant,
right.
They can flash back to like when you guys adopted your first.
You're right. I forget they do that sometimes.
Sometimes they save things for different moments.
You're right.
So
so that could be a moment like now I'm pregnant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
How do you feel about the new additions this season?
The new additions. Why are you looking at me like that?
It's not my question.
Dying. Okay, no. Look,
the people want to know.
Listen, like I said on the show, I don't think we needed anybody to join the show. Like even when it comes to you, like I love you, you're my best friend. I was like, I don't think we need anybody, but of course I would want you because we are actually like hanging out all the time. I was like, it makes sense. It didn't really make sense to me that Lala and Schwartz were joining at first. I'm like, okay, because they were on Vanderpump Rules, like. But I think like now having like Lala and Schwartz on it, I could see why Lala's there a little bit. For me at least, having her kind of like stick up for me was nice because some of the people in this group were not doing that. So I appreciate that, but I don't think we needed them. Like, that's just truth. Like I've said this and I just didn't understand why. Schwartz, love him, sweet guy, but I just didn't think we needed it. But I'm happy they're here. I think there's room for everybody to thrive and make money. So
yeah. If there's a season 4, what would you like to see more of and what would you like to see less of?
I would like to see more of me. No, more of me and Melissa's life because we are actually dope. And honestly, I think we're one of the healthiest couples. Personally, I'm sick of seeing these. I'm sorry, I love my friends, but some of the shit they're going through. Yes, I know people can relate to it, but can we show some good, positive stuff that people are going through in their life? Because I think people can relate to that too. And it's like people are like, we got to show the struggles. I'm like, okay, but I want enough of that, and enough of people like blaming the kids. And I always get my head ripped apart when I say this, but it's like, yes, I know kids are hard. I'm not stupid, but it's like when people are complaining every day, like on bad behavior because they have kids.
Right.
Because that pisses me off because it makes me not want to have a kid. I'm like, so you're an asshole because you have 4 kids? You're an asshole because your kids didn't get sleep? So you're asshole to me? Like, you did this because your kid? Like, stop blaming the kid and take accountability.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's just my opinion on that.
Enough
of that.
No, for sure. How difficult has that been watching conversations surrounding Danny and all of that play out?
Like, oh, you mean like
just like having to like keep reliving.
Oh my God.
This.
Yeah. I think this year was really hard for me because me and Melissa have forgiven, we got over the Danny thing. We moved past it. We actually enjoy our time with him sometimes. But it's like, how are we going to keep talking about this over and over again? It's like, if he has a drinking problem or whatever's going on, that's something he has to deal with. Like, me talking about it or like getting upset with him is not going to change anything.
Yeah.
So to me, I just kind of left it as like, I don't want to talk about his drinking. Like, that's something his wife should be handling.
Yeah.
And if he wants to talk to his wife like that, I'm sorry, but Nia is a grown-ass woman. And not condoning like him, how he's speaking, but I think it's horrible. But for me to step in, people are like, why don't you step in? I'm like, because I think Nia knows he acts like this and she kind of like accepts it and she allows it. She's grown. Like, she could shut it down. And she has. They just don't show her shutting it down. I'm like, Nia checks him. So
we know. That
she's not a victim.
Spice.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Nia's not a victim, y'all. She knows how to check him.
Yes.
So
has Kristen's unwavering support for Danny and Nia affected your friendship with her at all?
I mean, it did. I think that's where you guys see me. I was really upset because I'm like, girl, like, we are really close friends. And the fact that you are like just gonna ride for these people who have done something horrible to me, but like downplay it like it's whatever, and then still support her. And when people are actually trying to show you evidence that this is not okay, it's like she just didn't care. And I think she understood that now, like, okay, I see where you're coming from. But it was really hard. At first I was like, okay, I don't know. I'm looking at you a different way, Kristen. Like, you're pissing me off. Like, why are you so like blind? Your blind loyalty to Nia was like out of control. But I think she understood after that conversation I had with her. But yeah, it was hard.
Do you think her feud with Janet sometimes overshadowed support for you and Melissa?
Yeah. And I think I told her that.
Yeah.
I was like, I
think you did too.
Yeah.
I feel like I just prepared for the reunion because I just watched like 10, 11, and 12 or whatever, like in one day.
I know all these episodes are like blending in. But
yeah.
I did tell her, I was like, I think and I told Zach the same thing, you guys hated Janet so much that you guys overlooked my feelings and forgot like what actually the issue is, that something happened to me and that it really bothered me and that you guys didn't care. I'm like, I'm your friend, but you don't even care because you just want to see red and take Janet down.
Yeah.
And so I told him that. I was like, that's how I felt. I know, like, them looking at it now, she kind of agrees that, I didn't really pay attention to my feelings. So I appreciate her apologizing.
For sure.
I was definitely like, what the hell? I was like, in like publicly too. They would like support them so publicly. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, this person did something to me. You're just out here like publicly posting all these stories. I was like really hurt like last year. But I'm so over now.
Good.
We're good. We're in a good place.
Growth. And
moving
on. Yes. Last question about this, because a few people wrote in and asked if Dark Side Danny made an appearance at the wedding.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All I'm going to say is I was enjoying my day. I don't know if anything happened. You guys got to wait and find out.
I just know that I feel like I blinked and like several people were gone. I was like, the band's still playing. Why are we leaving?
Listen, I don't know. I was just such in my own world that like if something did happen or maybe something I don't know, but at that moment I didn't know.
And that's the best, because whenever shit does happen, you should not know about it at all during your wedding.
I was like in a zone.
I love that.
So just stay tuned.
I have a couple questions about Brittany's ex, Brandon. So he's made some comments online regarding the post-op situation. Is that something you have an opinion on that you want to address? Like, did you
what did
see
he say recently? That he hates us?
He was talking about, I saw him say something about how like she gave him money because he took off like 30 days of work to help take care of her and this, that, and the other. Like, I only met him one time before the season started at her house. She was up getting her makeup done. Him and I had Cruz and Summer in the pool. And he was just in full dad mode, and we were talking about K-pop demon hunters.
Yeah, he's honestly, he was a nice guy. I thought he was. He is literally a scammer. He like scammed me thinking he was like this perfect guy, really was into Britney.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I truly believed it because he didn't seem like a bad person. But then, like, the whole money thing, and then, like, lied about the gift that I got her, like, I got her medicine and all this stuff, and just didn't tell Brittany it was from me, and, like, said he bought it. And
That's
which is
weird.
not a big deal, but that's weird. Like, I literally reached out to him and was like, hey, I'm going to send stuff to the house because Brittany, you know, she was, like, telling me she has no medication. I was like, okay, I got to get her some painkillers.
Yeah.
Got her that and, like, a little cute little basket with some stuff, and didn't say anything. I just said, Brandon, it's outside, just at the door. He's like, okay, thank you. I'll let her know. A couple days later, she didn't say anything, which I don't need her to say anything, but I was like, did you like this? Like,
Right.
There was some kind of scent, something I put in there. Did you like that? She's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I sent you this basket with the pain meds. And she's like, Brandon said he got me the stuff. And I was like, no, Brittany, that was from me. I like showed her the receipt and everything, which is not a big deal, but it was just like, that right there to me is sneaky and slimy. Like, you could have just told her, hey, Jasmine got you this stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
right?
it was just weird. But
that is weird.
He's a strange human, and
clearly
I'm an idiot for even letting him think, you know, believing that he was a good person.
Yeah.
Like,
I know you've been on a few different reality shows, obviously, over the years. What have been your main takeaways on the differences between various productions and networks?
Oh, God, takeaways. Oof, they're just so different. You know, the shows I was on before were kind of like competition dating shows.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's so hard to compare to the Valley. Yeah, it was just different because I think those shows, all I did was talk about my emotions and like love.
Yeah.
Like, all I did was talk about who I like, my emotions on somebody.
Right.
Versus here, I mean, I'm still talking about emotions, but it's more like more feelings about other people and not just like the love part of it.
Yeah.
So, and opinions, I think there was just like so much love. So it's kind of hard to compare the two. They were just totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different vibes.
Okay. Well, I've got a lightning round of questions to rapid fire through before we wrap it up. Best thing about married life so far?
Oh my God. Best thing about married life so far.
Saying wife.
I know. I was going to say my wife. I think it's so cool. No, I still love saying wife. And I don't know, just knowing that I have like a person who like anything I need, or I mean, it was always like that with her, but I don't know. I just think it's officially having like, she is mine. Like,
yeah.
Like she's not in charge of me, but like if something happened to me,
yeah.
like, yeah, I trust her with everything. So yeah, calling her my wife. It's kind of elite.
I love that. Did your marriage license get mailed in?
Yes. So our Maria,
Yeah.
who married us, she's amazing. She sent us a picture of her putting in the mail
Good.
and everything. So we are good. I am legally married, y'all. Like,
we don't need another Katie Schwartz.
Yes, we are married.
No, I like had just like a moment of clarity at like midnight that night, and I ran up to her and I was like, "You have to make sure," like as if she doesn't know how to do her job. But I was like, as a bridesmaid, I just feel like, and she's like,
"Thank you.
Don't worry, it's right here in this manila envelope, this and that." So I was like, "Okay."
Maria's like the smartest person.
Yeah,
and like
she was great.
She's on it. Was she so good?
So good.
I was like, I need a woman to marry us.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
Yeah. Who cried more at the wedding?
Oh, me or Melissa?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think I would say maybe Melissa. I know she cried a lot during reception because her dad's speech and everything. But I think I cried more during the ceremony.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite thing about Melissa?
Ooh, favorite thing. I love how, like, oh my God, I just love everything about her. I'm trying to think of something. Affectionate is with me so. Like, I know she's going to be the best mom. And I love that because I feel like for me, having a life partner is somebody that I know is not just going to be good to me and take care of me. Like, those are the basic things. But the way she's like so kind to other people, and then like seeing the way she was a me so, I'm like, that's the person I want in my life. Like,
I
just
love that.
she's such a big heart. So yeah.
Yeah. One castmate who surprised you this season. You don't even have to say how.
Okay.
Just say who.
One castmate that surprised me this season. I want to say none of them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm not going to say this could be good or bad. I want to say Luke.
Okay. One word to describe this season of The Valley.
Oh my God. One word. I don't even know. No, let me not be nice. Let me be nice.
Chaos.
No, one word. I know, right? Literally, probably, yeah, chaos. Chaotic.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you weren't doing reality TV, what would you be doing?
If I was doing reality TV, honestly, I'd probably be working in media and TV because I went to school for that. I used to work at the Maury show, like being a producer. I'd probably do that.
What?
Or I'd be a dance.
Maury
instructor.
Povich?
Yes, girl.
You know I did that show?
What do you mean you did
When
it?
I was 18?
You were on it?
I was a
18?
guest.
I'm dead. Doing what?
Who's the baby daddy?
You were a guest?
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, what?
No, I was a guest. It was for the whole Hooters of it all.
Oh my God, I'm
Yeah,
dead.
I talk about this in my book.
I'm dead. Sorry, I didn't read all of it.
No,
I
it's
read a couple
okay.
chapters.
But like,
that part.
Dead ass was
Wait,
on that show.
What?
I was 18.
Dead. Scheana, look at that. Connected. See,
I know.
we're meant to be. I worked there. Yep. Right after college. I interned there, and then I worked there as a PA assistant, production assistant.
That's so
I
funny.
used to like babysit the guests and like go downstairs with them, and they would be like, "Tell me why I'm here." I'm like, "You just gotta wait and see." Is she cheating on me? I'm like, "I don't know." Yes, she is. Don't know. I'm like, "You gotta wait, bro." Like, yes.
You are not the father.
Maury's voice is so, isn't it so iconic? When you hear him,
Yes.
he'd be in the office. I'm like, "Oh my God, it's so like loud and yeah."
Sometimes there's like 8 men up there, and you're
Girl,
like, how do you have the time?
Yes. And people running, they be running. Like, you see it on TV. That shit was real. I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah,
what a
good
fun
times.
job.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, to wrap up the podcast, we do a Jack's Hole of the week and flowers. Is there anyone you would like to name this week's Jack's Hole?
Ooh, what has happened this week? Sorry, this week has been so intense.
I know, right?
In the Bravo world. And what has happened? I don't know. Do you have one?
I mean, it's
I
been
don't have-
easy to make it West recently.
Oh, well, yeah, duh. West is
But
always West.
I'm like, he can always just be.
But I don't think there's anything else that has happened in the Bravo world that I know of.
Okay.
But yeah, let's just throw it on West.
Okay. Well, my flowers of the week are going to you and your beautiful bride
Oh,
because
thank you.
not only were the flowers stunning at your wedding, but I just want to give you all of the flowers. Thank
Aw.
you so much for having me be a part of your special day.
Thank you, boo.
Thank you for getting into some shenanigans
Yes,
with
thank you for having me.
And thank you all for listening. Be sure to tune in to The Valley, airing Wednesdays on Bravo, next day on Peacock. And we'll be back next week getting into some more
Searching for
shenanigans.
this
Bye.
all my life.